I can't tell what's going on, if anything. It looks to me. I'm a trained broadcast professional. I can also read colors. I know my colors. Oh, my shoulders are cut off. Look at no hands, Ma. Everything's going to be right here. If I have to make my point, it's going to have to be right here. And you're like, do you understand what I'm saying? I can't go big like that. No, because my hands get cut off. All right, fuck it. But you can hear me, and that's a good thing. I can see. I tried to log into TikTok. I was trying to give TikTok a shot there to see if I could read the chat, but I can't. So I'm going to rely on any staff that's in TikTok to put it in between the sheets. If you guys got something to say in between the sheets, if you're in Rumble, if you're in Facebook Blue, YouTube, or X, even X, yeah, just comment. You have moderators there. What they'll do is copy and paste it, put it between the sheets, and that's where your queen is. Say hello, Your Majesty.
Hello, everyone.
And she's here. She's in between the sheets, which is exactly where you want a woman of her caliber, a woman of her talents. In between the sheets is right where you want. What that means, for what you guys know, off screen to my right, your left, is a Gen X mom, and she's reading Google Sheets. All the moderators come to one place. They drop off their stuff and run away. She reads them. All right. So what I can read, what I am allowed to read, is I can read some of what's going on over here. I'll turn it this way. On YouTube. I can read some of the YouTube chat. I can't read everything else, but this one I can read. Bump, bump. Josh Maddox said it's buffering. Now, he put that in there. I'm not sure what everybody else is saying.
Facebook is running great. So's X. Rumble's good, and TikTok's good right now.
So basically, we just have two crybabies with buffering from Josh Maddox and Danny H. And Danny
no,
H
there's other people that are saying.
No, it's just those two, just two fucking crybabies doing it. We just gotta. I should put Josh in a timeout.
Wow.
I haven't put Josh in a timeout probably in 4 or 5 years. That's right. That's how long Josh Maddox has been around.
He's just been here. Leave him alone.
He is now officially in the woodshed. Josh Maddox in the woodshed. Thank you guys for tagging along. Not sure where you're listening in from. If you're going to hang out with us for a little bit, this is old school Bottom of the Glass Nation. This is a bottle of whiskey. No. This is a bottle of whiskey. This is a glass of whiskey. Can you tell I've been drinking? Yeah, good. Glad you're coming along. We're broadcasting. Gen X Talks is giving you a Bottom of the Glass live stream, broadcasting from the Loop Studios in Minden, Nevada. I don't like this alcohol. I don't really want to drink it. But I heard the truth is at the bottom of the glass. And you guys remember, you guys been to bars? Everybody starts out quiet, and then the lights are up, and everybody's talking, and you can hear the ice falling into the glasses. And then when the guy drinks at the end of the bar, he gets to the bottom of the glass, he slams it down, and then he tells you politics. He tells you religion. He gives you his conspiracy theories. Why? Why do people do that? Why don't they start telling you those things at the beginning of the evening? Okay? Because the truth is at the bottom of the glass. They have to go get it. And after they drink to the bottom of the glass enough times, the truth comes out. So we are affectionately called the Bottom of the Glass Nation. I am affectionately known as the General. Thank you very much. It's a title I don't deserve. You guys are the Gen X. Gen X Talk, so we're all a bunch of extras. Get the play on words there? Good. I hope you're focusing on stuff. I'm having trouble. But if you want to raise a glass and drink with me right now, I will drink. So someone else says buffering. Every motherfucker that says it's buffering is going in timeout. So that means that Sean for Notes is now in a timeout. Sean for Notes is done.
YouTube is the only one buffering. If you don't like it, you can go to Facebook.
Can you guys lower your resolution? I think Briggs said you guys on your end, at the bottom of your screen, you can click like lower the resolution on your end, how you're viewing it. It goes from 1080 to 720. Lower it down, see if that helps, and quit fucking complaining at me. All right.
TikTok's good. Everybody else is doing fine except YouTube.
YouTube, you bunch of fucking crybabies. Look at that. Okay, Vern Ulrich is the only guy to raise a glass for me right now. Oh, that's not true. Nana did some coffee. Thank you, Nana. 7-8 Fixer, my man, joined in there. He wasn't going to leave me hanging. Nobody else. Nobody's raising a glass to me. Is anybody raising a glass to me over in Facebook? TikTok? Anywhere? I swear to God, I'll drink alone. I don't mind drinking alone. I don't like drinking alone. I've drank alone before. I'll probably have to drink alone again. I'm just saying, I'm drinking alone right now. Kristen Hartman. Oh, and thanks to Kristen Hartman, I am being able to work outside with some mighty fine gloves. That's right. Got to take a picture of those and post them for the members. Kristen Hartman hooked me up. I mean, I am the envy of the crowd. I am the belle of the ball with these gloves on. Everyone's looking at me, hey, where'd you fucking get your gloves? Mind your own goddamn business. Well, where'd you get the gloves? Do you have a harem? No, I don't have a harem. Well, then I can't tell you where you get your gloves from. I think it's that simple. It's pretty simple to me. All right, so Trippy Pineapple put up a purple Twinkie. Danny H put up a purple Twinkie. Those are two guys begging to be put in timeouts. Those two guys are just begging to be put in timeouts. Okay, Trippy's now in a timeout, and now we're going to go put Danny H in a timeout, raise that purple Twinkie shit around here. Goddamn redneck hillbilly. All right, Danny H now in a timeout. We're just getting rid of all the moderators tonight. Fuck those guys.
Wow.
Hey, Chris Wilson. Chris Wilson raised a bunch of glass to me. Chris, buddy, thank you. I appreciate you. Loud One dropping it in for $5. Turned my whole screen teal when he did that over there. He got 2 drinks coming in, and he was one of the only people I've seen so far that circled the wagons. Far out, man. Good stuff. All right, so that's how we're doing it. And lower your resolution on your end if you're going to cry baby about shit, and then we'll get back to you. But I'm drinking right now. This is going on my 3rd glass, and I think we're going to make it to 4. And yes, every time you guys drop cash in the fucking drawer, if it's like more than $1, I'll fucking drink. I'll keep drinking all night. You guys can spend me right into a coma. And that's the only reason the Sun Valley Fox ran for his wallet, because he wouldn't give me a goddamn dime. But he'll put me in a coma. There's no price you can put on that. If it shuts me up for a little while, he's all in, baby. He's all in. Sun Valley Fox is Gen X Mom's older, wiser, smarter, and not as good-looking brother.
All right, Jeremy Underhill on YouTube celebrating 15 months. Evening, bottom of the glass nation, he says. Loud One for $5. All right, you bunch of bloody misfits. Find your seer.
Seats. He can't spell.
Seats.
He fucking
Grab
can't
your
spell.
drinks and shut the fuck up and hold on.
MacArthur's in here for $20. Sure, I'll have a drink with you, my guy. Enjoy. Thank you very much, MacArthur 215 over on YouTube. All right, so this is an old school. I don't have pictures. I'm not making fun of Florida. We're not going back and forth about Democrats and Republicans. We're not going up and down, back and forward, inside out, upside down. We're going to talk about whatever comes up on the screen. Gen X Mom's got her hand up.
I just want to tell you that TJ Wrench, Dragon Slayer Jade on Rumble raising glasses over there on Rumble, and Facebook Blue is raising glasses with you also.
There we go. Now I knew I had some friends over there. I don't feel so left out. Good stuff. Don't even tell me that the Banana Sauce Union is raising a glass. They're not raising a glass over on Rumble. Banana Sauce Union on Rumble? Not a chance. They're not raising a glass to me at all. All right.
Kristen Hartman said she's so glad that you like those gloves.
I love those gloves. I'm telling you, I am the belle of the ball with those on. It's such a good thing. Hello from Rob's in saying 5x5 now. I guess he's got a clear signal. That's because he did what I told him. He dropped his resolution down on your end, not my end, your end. And look, everything's all better now. Oh, with the magic of radio. That's right. Hello from Rob. I got to tell you, there's many things. You see, if I mention the gloves from Kristen Hartman, then Laura's going to be like, but what about my keyboard? I'm getting to it. If I talk about Hello Rob at the moving deal we had with the storage units, then 6 other people are going to go, what about me? Okay. Let me explain to you how I tell stories. Let me converse to you in a way you're going to understand. I will talk about the people that I feel like talking about when I fucking feel like talking about them. And if I leave you out, don't remind me. Don't say anything. Just shut the fuck up. Guess what? I may go the whole night and not mention somebody that I should be mentioning. You know why? Because I'm a complete asshole. And I should write this shit down, and I never do. So you can raise your glass at home and point at the screen and go, what an asshole. Yeah, you're probably right. What you can't do is complain because it didn't say your name. You want to complain about it, mention it after the live stream. We'll think about it next time. You got me? You with me? Up, down, left, right, backward, forward, yin and yang. What? Gen X Mom, you got your finger in the air.
MacArthur is checking in on YouTube. Say, drink on, General. I'm hammering a few myself.
That's my man over there. All right. Casino player says, holy Santa Claus shit. That's a good line. That's a line. I know exactly what movie that's from, too. So nice pull if you'd meant it that way.
That is Civic.
That's so Christopher Civic?
Yeah.
Why
YouTube
can't he
changed all their names.
Why can't he fucking have it just a name? Like, what was wrong with Christopher Civic?
YouTube has messed up everything. Read Brittany Armstrong's.
Brittany Armstrong says, you're a wonderful, horrible influence, was in the hospital earlier today, and I am drinking Crown and Coke. Yeah, that's it. Listen, I have some medical advice that you shouldn't take. I think I'd like to pass that along right now. For those of you out there who have high cholesterol, let's think about what that means. High cholesterol is like that weird shit that goes in your blood and thickens it up. And what happens next? You get high blood pressure. They kind of go hand in hand. Well, they always tell you to change your diet, eat your stuff. Why? Because they're trying to thin out that cholesterol. They don't want it choking down your veins and your arteries, man. The blood's got to get through. I have a faster way. And I learned this from World War II. Yeah, the Sun Valley Fox was in World War II. He was an engineer in one of the diesel mechanic boats. I think he was on the side of the Germans. I'm not really sure. He's usually patriotic, but you never know. He told me one time that you can get 5 more horsepower out of one of those diesel engines on a submarine back in 1943 if you pour whiskey into the diesel fuel. And I said, how does that work? He goes, it thins the mix. All of a sudden, it became clear to me the medical advice that you should not take. Drink whiskey a lot. Alcohol thins your blood. It gets right past that cholesterol and makes everything work appropriately. You're doing the right thing there, but your doctor can't tell you that. Your doctor can't say, yes, I'm going to prescribe a 5th of whiskey. No. That's not allowed. You can't do that. But as common sense, practical application men of the world, I think we all know what that means. We drink, we thin our blood, and we live on. Gen X Mom.
What did your mother-in-law teach you? She had a highball.
Oh, yeah.
Every night.
Every night. I have sat and drank with my mother-in-law when she was alive. I miss her so much. When she was alive.
3:30.
3:30 come around. She getting a highball, and she's making me drink some whiskey. And we drank every day I was down there at that time, which was many, many, many times. That was her thing. Like, no. How do you think I lived so long? I said, well, I'm not really sure. There's a lot of weird things you were into in the 70s, but I'm going to go with this one. And we did. I'm going to drink this one right now. Raise a glass if you got it. But remember, this is medically okay. Medically sound advice that you should not take. Thinning your bloodstream. Now check your blood pressure. After you've had a few shots, check your blood pressure. Guess what? It's going to be lower. They're going to say it's because you're calm. You're relaxed. No, it's not. It's because you thinned your blood and everything's better. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Johnny O, Aaron Heath, Bryce Horning are all raising glasses on Facebook Blue right now.
There we go.
Top Knots Rule is celebrating 39 months. Dan Dirts on Facebook Blue says, bottoms up, my brother from another mother.
There we go.
Got me some Tennessee Sip and Shine.
There we go. Oh, I have to say, because she'll get all snarky with me, Shiloh Ferguson is your moderator on Facebook. If you see the name Shiloh Ferguson go by, or you write something to Shiloh Ferguson from Shiloh Ferguson because of Shiloh Ferguson will make sure it gets into the sheets. She's also the person that can ban you and kick your ass when you're a fuck up. Don't cross her. Gen X Mom.
TikTok, James over on TikTok. I do a 50-50 mix of kerosene and diesel in my engines in Vermont.
See? Look at that. He knows. And if he got desperate, he could thin the herd a little bit there and thin it out with some whiskey. He's on the right track. That's some practical application stuff coming over from TikTok. Yeah.
I got 2 more for you.
Here we go.
Trippy Pineapple is checking in on YouTube with 45 months. He goes, I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. And Disney Sammy Joe is in the sheets also. Love you all. Or not the sheets.
What's she doing in the sheets?
At 40 months. So they're here.
That's a nice boulder. That is a nice boulder. I like that boulder. That's a nice pull from Trippy Pineapple. Mr. TDP. Fucking Trippy. And why some people are buffering and don't have their shit together? Fucking Trippy. Goddamn. All right. So what do you guys want to talk about tonight? Give me something. Bum. Yeah. That's right. Rick C. Seeee. That's like search for extraterrestrial entities or something. He said down Periscope. He got that right. That was a poll that was referenced a minute ago. He got that one. Dude says, should I rewind to find out the news? No, we didn't do it. Skip over it, dude. We're just going into the cool shit. It's a happy night. Everybody's happy.
We're drinking
stuff. So I'm going to talk about this on the podcast, but I'm going to tell it right now because it's on my mind. It pissed me off. We did if I say interview, you guys are going to be all upset. I got to go, Little Miss Hot and Nerdy, Christine Matlock. She's married, of course, to Ben Matlock.
Never lost a case.
And we went down to Daddy's Tacos.
Daddy's Tacos.
And I thought, okay, taco place, they want some little advertisement here, do an interview. I'm not talking about the interview. Let's just talk about the tacos. Oh, my Christ. I'm not a huge taco guy. Burritos, yeah, I'm all over it. Tacos are okay, but I'm kind of picky about how the tacos go. So she serves me up these 2 tacos in her place that I'm usually looking at these going, oh my God, I didn't want all this crap on here. I didn't want this. I don't like that. Don't add this. Don't add that. Yeah, I'm a big fucking baby. Fuck you. It's my show. Anyway, I went down there and I thought, all right, I'm going to be polite. I'll just start mowing. Just dive right in, even though it's not my favorite thing, as one does with tacos. I got to tell you, that was so good. It was so delicious. And then They brought out the menu, got the menu. I was already full from these 2 big tacos. Got a burrito called the Macho Man Burrito. Duh, of course I'm getting that. Macho Man Burrito. So I get that. And this thing is gigantic. It's fucking huge. It was pretty spicy on its own, whatever the beef they were using in there. And I asked her, because her name was Valentine Lovelace. That's her real name. And I asked her, I go, these things are like spectacular. She goes, everything we do is fresh. I mean, she says, we don't put anything on there that's been hanging around for a few days. Nothing. We'll throw it away and take a loss on the food money. And I said, oh my God, I can fucking taste it. She had Mexican Cokes there, which of course is one of my things, as all of you know. And then, and so then she brought out the salsa. She went over to the cart. They had the thing in the restaurant where everybody can get their salsas and their dips. And she had phenomenal queso. I will say this: I didn't care for the guacamole. That wasn't my thing, but it was kind of guacamole that was a little bit creamier. You guys know what I'm talking about? There's that guacamole that's like, that breaks the chip, and then it's real, and then there's ones that's kind of creamier. It was okay. It was good, but it wasn't like the best I've ever had. But she brought out the sauces, and I told her before, I said, for a white guy, I can take some heat. Let's go. So she started me off the medium sauce, really good. Then we went to the hot sauce, really good. Then the extra hot sauce that was out there, really good. And I said, I'm still going. That's what else you got. So she goes in the back, comes out with a little special marked with an X on it, and I put that on there.
Secret sauce?
It was so much hotter than the other stuff. And I try to tell staff about it, and you know what fucking Danny did?
What did he do?
Danny goes, oh, yeah, the old trick of just put an X on it, and then the customer just thinks it's hotter, and he does the rest.
Oh,
I was so pissed when he fucking wrote that. I'm like, you really think I'm that fucking dumb? You really think that she would try to do that when she's trying to get exposure for she's trying to get us to enter, and then he writes that fucking... Now, I got to admit, I was pissed at first at Danny H. about that, because what a fucking dumb thing to say, right, when I'm trying to expound to staff. But it all made sense. I figured it out. And I have to apologize to Danny H., because I was living on the edge about that for about an hour or so, but then I started drinking whiskey, and it all came clear, like it's going to right about now.
The truth at the bottom of the glass? Hey, Brian over on YouTube says, cheers and much love from Les Schwab Backyard, General.
My man. What, is he in Prineville? Bend? Where's he at?
I don't know. Gregorio Hayes for Congress says, Merry Christmas, Gen X family, and in this channel.
Don't we have an interview with that guy pretty soon? Don't I have an interview with Gregory on something? I think I do. If not, let's set that up. Or Gregorio. Let's set that up, man. I want to do that. I thought we had that on the books. Back to Danny H. So Danny H. writes that stupid fucking thing. Of course, I'm mad at Mike Perkins, too, because he laughed. And made it sound like, oh, yeah, this is the same hot sauce. They just put an X on it, and then you get tricked, and you just fall for it, and you think it's hotter, and no. And I thought, what a fucking dumb, retarded thing to say. Well, I said the R word. Now we're going to get kicked off TikTok for a week.
Hang on, Mayor.
And then I understood. And I had to apologize to Danny. I still haven't done it yet, but I should apologize to him, because it's clear that at some point, Danny got tricked. Danny got hurt. Danny got made fun of. At some point, somebody played that trick on him. I mean, how else would he know that they just take it in the back and put an X on it? It's really the same sauce. It happened to him. And he probably came out and he was like, oh my God, that's really hot. And all of his buddies around him probably started laughing, probably making fun of him. I mean, for something to come like that, I think it probably cut him deep. It hurt Danny pretty deep. And so he was just passing along some of that anger, some of that hurt. You know what? I should have shouldered it better, but I didn't. I took it all in and hit it the wrong way. And so I have to raise a glass. I think we should all raise a glass to Danny H. Danny, everybody loves you. And whatever señorita hurt you with that fake X and you fell for it, and whatever buddies laughed at you, they're not your real friends. But we here at Gen X Talks, we understand. And I will take a step back from the anger I had for you writing something so fucking retarded. Stupid. And I understand. I forgive you. You had no control. It was something in your deep-rooted past, and I'm hoping you work that out someday. Anybody knows a good psychiatrist that can help Danny H. get over some of those issues like that with the salsa, the black X on the salsa? We're with you, Danny. All right, Gen X Mom.
Okay, Joey over on TikTok. That drink was for the big guy. I have 5 years in January. Guess he sent you something there. Justin Bennett. Been a while since I made the show. Happy 29 months to him.
Justin Bennett.
Craig Peterson's checking in. Merry Christmas at 33 months. Loud one. This number isn't even remotely close at 34 months on YouTube. Kyle Rodriguez over on Facebook. Blue, what do you think about the difference between brown liquor and clear? I've found clear tequila feels best for me. I heard different blood types may accept different kinds of liquor. What's your thought?
I think that Brian Cleland wrote that he's from Prineville. So that's right outside of Bend. Well, kind of outside of Bend.
It's not in our backyard.
No, but he was thinking because we spent time in Bend that's kind of the backyard, and that's Les Schwab's backyard. That's where Les Schwab was born. They did all their first store was in Prineville. That's what he's referring to. And how do I know that? Because I actually met Les Schwab before he passed away. I did.
So are you going to answer Kyle's question?
I prefer the brown liquid. The clear stuff has never sat well with me. Even when I was a young man of legal drinking age, it never sat well with me. So I've always gone with the brown stuff. Just my preference. The staple is old number 7 Jack Daniels. But I have been enlightened, and I'm now a Pendleton guy. I just don't have any Pendleton because my brother-in-law, well, he's kind of the Grinch. Sun Valley Fox
buys it out in Minden.
He buys it out in Minden, drives right by my house, and just kind of holds it out the window and waves and goes, "You don't get any." And he goes home. He's never once stopped by and said, "Would you like a bottle of Pendleton?" No. He always brings it out and then puts it on there, and everybody at the party, everybody at the barbecue waits for him to open the Pendleton. We're all drinking this shit until he opens the Pendleton. Then pretty soon, once he gets liquored up, once the Sun Valley Fox gets going, you hear... and the good stuff comes out, and everybody waits for that noise. In many fashions, everybody waits for that noise.
Steve over on Facebook Blue says, I love this show.
Yeah, who's that, Steve?
Steve over on Facebook.
Steve on... Now, see, that's a normal name. When you log in, you don't have to call yourself some weird fucking name. You don't got to make up some bizarre Neanderthal name. All you have to do is just look at it and go, you know what? I'm Steve. That's right, Steve from Facebook. How simple can that be? You know what? I'm looking for excuses to drink, and I'm right now, please excuse me while I drink. Steve from Facebook. I'm digging that. How simple can that be?
Darth Blackstar on YouTube has a member for 16 months, and Q-Tip is checking in. Well, spill the tea, she says.
Spill on what? What's the topic? I'll spill the tea. That's an old school thing. When you're spilling the tea, means dish. Means give it out. What are you talking about? I can talk about stuff all night. Give me something to talk about. I'll keep going. Bum, 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 bum.
What are your thoughts about Venezuela? Anything? Let's do a little political.
You know what's kind of funny is that they kind of breezed over it. They did. Everybody talked about it. Like Trump declared the cartels like enemies of the state, enemy combatants of the state, danger to the country, or whatever his fucking executive order classification was. All right, it goes through. Then he just deems anybody he wants as part of that cartel. Maduro, president of Venezuela, yeah, you're fucking running that cartel. All the generals, yeah, you're part of the cartel. Anybody that is in Venezuela that he doesn't like at that point, he just goes, you're fucking part of the cartel and you're an enemy of the country, I'm going to kill you. I don't know that that's correct behavior, but that's what he can do. So, it's a no-fly zone. It's a no floating boat zone. Now it's a complete no-fly zone over the whole country. Pretty soon it's going to be a no walking, no talking, no eating, and no breathing zone for everybody who's part of the cartel. Who's part of the cartel? Anybody he says. Anybody Pete Hegseth goes, what'd you say over there, motherfucker? What'd you say, asshole? Oh, you're part of the cartel. Somebody go shoot him. And that's it. You're fucking done. I mean... if I was Maduro, I'd leave. Now, here's the other thing that I found interesting, only because I'm drinking and so I'm accessing different brain cells. Everyone's complaining, all the Democrats, Democrats, you can't do that. You can't regime change. You can't get rid of people. Fuck that. Didn't we go in and root out Saddam Hussein? Does anybody remember when we went to Panama with Noriega and I think it was Noriega, and we blasted Van Halen 24 hours a day outside of his house until we fucking went in and got him, and we in Panama we fucking regime chained that dude. We do that shit. Now the CIA does it secretly. I know they got the stuff in the rolled up newspaper that poof out the end of the rolled up newspaper and breathe somebody in and the anthrax, they're dead. I got you. But there's also times when the military just comes, knocks on their door. Yo, you're done. Get out. Pack your shit. Hey, pack your shit and get the fuck out, or we'll pack it for you. So don't act like we don't do this kind of shit, because we do. And if we think there's a problem, then you're going to be gone. Now, I think part of the motive, what are we embroiled with China about recently? And minerals, we're not getting the minerals. Yeah, China went around the country and made deals with all the precious metals. All the precious metal countries are like dealing with China, and they're like, fuck you, we got it locked up. You can't get your shit unless we give it to you. So Trump went around, undermined quite a bit of it, but not enough. But guess what Venezuela has, in addition to a shit ton of oil? Yeah, they got minerals. They got the metals we need. So he goes down there and rips Maduro out and puts the Nobel Peace Prize lady in because she won. And she goes, okay, I'm cool with you guys. And what does he do? First thing, he walks in and goes, okay, before anybody gets here, I'd like some exclusive rights on oil. I'd like some exclusive rights on minerals. Oh, and by the way, I'll rebuild your whole fucking country for you. Just like we did in Japan, just like we did in Europe. We'll just rebuild everything. You think she's not going to say yes? God, she's guaranteed the next 10 victories. So you guys, there's people that hate Trump and hate how he's going about it, can't do it, shouldn't do it. I don't know. Seems like he's locking up a pretty good fucking future for Venezuela and the United States. And that is just my drunk, humble, brown liquor, not clear liquor opinion. Not from tonight. We're not broadcasting from Prineville, Oregon. No. These are the Loop Studios in Minden, Nevada. Gen X Mom, what else would you like me to impart the wisdom and knowledge from the bottom of the glass?
Well, Werewolf over on YouTube says, Merry Christmas from the luggage rack on top of the bus. Cheers.
Stop. Everybody stop. I made a couple mistakes. I did. I feel so bad about these mistakes, I might even shed a tear right here on this live stream. I don't think I've ever shed a tear before on a live stream, but it might be coming tonight. Okay. In the move from California to Nevada, in all the tussle of all the things that were going on, I forgot to do a Gen X Talks ornament, Christmas ornament. I was thinking about putting one up on the store that you guys could still get in time maybe for Christmas, and certainly because everybody leaves their tree up between Christmas and New Year's, just to have it. So next year, those of you that have been collecting the ornaments for the past 4 or 5 years, you'd have one. Sammy Joe actually brought that up, not even to me. She just mentioned it, and I'm like, oh my God, I was watching one of the threads she was in, and I fucked up. I didn't do a Christmas ornament. The other thing I forgot to do, and this lets you guys know that I'm genuine. This lets you know that I'm fucking really sincere. This lets you know that what I'm saying coming from the bottom of the heart, baby. I forgot something that I never forget. So you know I'm fucked up. Ready? I forgot to let you guys know that it's my birthday. I usually start preaching about my birthday before Thanksgiving, and I forgot to let everybody know that I was born December 25th in the year of our Lord, 1967. Yeah. Me and Jesus. Two very important people born on Christmas Day. God and me. And usually I let you guys know what I want for Christmas. I give you a list of presents. Sometimes we even put some stuff up there on Amazon as the General's Christmas list. I didn't even do it. Didn't mention it. I would like to say right now that our address is on our website, genxtalks.com. Good moderators can put that link up for you, genxtalks.com. Scroll to the bottom is the address. And I do accept belated birthday. Let me say it again. I do accept belated birthday presents. I'm a man of integrity. I won't hold you guys to the fire about times and dates and shit like that. No. I feel birthday presents can be given all year long, but I'm just letting you know. I'm thinking I'm going to put up, and if you're on a member site, you're going to know. I'm going to put up the thing for a Christmas present or a Christmas ornament with a date on it. I'm going to slam one out for you guys, something cool that you can get really cheap. We'll put that out there for you, and I'll let you guys know if you're on the member sites, if you're any part of the members, good moderators can put up the link to all the member sites. There's actually a link that goes to where they are. But then you'll get to see it, and you can get one while your tree is still up. Yeah, you're welcome, America and Denmark. I did that for all of you. And my birthday. There's stuff I like. But you know what? You know what I like is when you guys are creative and you get me the weird, crazy, cool shit. That's the stuff I like. Anyway, Gen X Mom, she got a big smile on her face. What's going on?
Phil, over on TikTok. Do you think Trump is going to reveal all that is known about UFOs?
I don't know. I told you that that I know it's the weird angle to take. We talked about it on a world show, actually. We talked about a world show as politics and stuff going on the planet Earth. And this little blue marble, we can talk about anything. I told you the impact of proof of aliens would also have religious consequences. There's religious stuff that goes along with that, you know. And I don't want to get into that right now, but there's some stuff there. So I don't know. I mean, you know, there's probably a lot of people saying don't release all of it because okay, let's just ask you this: what if you guys find out that, like, what if Trump walks out an alien right there in the Oval Office, turns on all the cameras and goes, "Okay, Bob, look in the camera. This is a whole wide world. Whole wide world, Bob." And now we're standing there with an alien, and I'm assuming we have an alien interpreter. And Bob goes, "Yeah, there's a bunch of us. We watch you guys. You guys are a bunch of fuck-ups, but we do watch you, and we're out." I mean, would society decay? Would it devolve right there at that moment? Would everything fucking turn to shit because now we're not as special as we think we are? I mean, I'm as special as I think I am. And there's a few of you also, but other than us, other than a handful of us that we know we're fucking cool, because you can't buy cool. You are or you aren't. Would that send the rest of the planet into a tailspin? You got to take that into account. I mean, I don't know. There's some stuff on that one. Now, we know the truth is at the bottom of the glass. We are the bottom of the glass nation. Finding the truth. I am the guy at the end of the bar who will drink to the bottom of his glass, and once I found the truth down there, I'll tell you, I don't want to drink this whiskey. I do not want to drink this alcohol. I'm not in favor of it. But it's something I'm willing to do for you folks. Yeah. I'm willing to drink this alcohol to get to the truth just for you. If you guys weren't here tonight, I wasn't on this show tonight, you know what? I'd be sitting playing Scrabble with my wife in the other room, listening to Bing Crosby sing White Christmas while I wear my big elf onesie. But instead,
that's hot.
I'm, you know, I almost got through that whole thing without laughing, but then you said something. You fucked it all up. You fucked it up. You fucked up a perfectly good lie. All right, well, I'm going to drink anyway. Gen X Mom, you're up.
Harmonic on YouTube says, I heard Samsung has new battery tech coming out that will upend the silver market because they'll want the silver for the new EV batteries. Any thoughts?
Yeah, but there's also tech that Elon came out with 2 years ago where he's moving away from those kind of batteries. So they can have all his silver because he's not going to be using it anymore. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Jan Motz over at the UK wants to know, I'm kind of hoping that the general will read The Night Before Christmas dressed as Santa again.
I don't want to do that ever. I did that. You guys had to pay for that, though. You guys did like...
I don't even know where the Santa suit is at the moment. I think I could find it.
I'm hoping you can't. Or where's the book? Ooh, yeah,
I think I have the book.
Oh, how convenient. Yeah, I did. You guys...
I didn't pack them both at the same time.
Why not? They're all Christmas stuff. You guys did that. You guys did a deal where last year or something you did, like, everybody kept donating like $5 and $10 till you guys got up to like $500 or $600. Then I had to do it. But I'm not doing that on this stream. I'm not going to be dumb enough to say, oh yeah, for this much money, I'll fucking wear the Santa hat. No, because you guys did it. You guys popped in all your cash, and I had to fucking wear it. You notice that I've kind of deleted that one. That episode's not available for context anymore. All right, so
because you just chickened out.
I didn't chicken out from anything.
Yeah, you did.
Don't call me yellow. I'm like Marty McFly. I'll turn around and run right at you.
You chickened out.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, you did.
Hobo prospecting. Okay.
Hobo Rob.
Hold on a second here.
Is not hello from Rob.
No, but I think hobo prospecting, remember, for 20 months, I'm worried that he might be a dick.
No, why?
I'm worried that Hobo Rob prospecting might not be the nice guy that we think he is. I'm a little worried that he can be curt, that he can be short, that he is not a man of stature. Now, this is only third-hand information because my brother, who got the information from his sister, who knows a guy at the market who was serving the guy like 4 pounds of deli ham when the guy made his comment about Hobo Rob prospecting. But if that's the case, then I got to have a little conversation with Hobo Rob prospecting about kind of being a dick and kind of being curt and kind of being short. Yeah, Gen X mom.
Loud One dropped $10. You haven't had a drink in a while, brother. Time for a shot. This bus isn't even near a cliff's edge.
Well,
we need to fix that.
It's empty again.
I even put new vice grips on my steering. Let's drink, BOTGN.
All right, so here's the deal. You know when I said the R word, and I said, we're going to get banned off TikTok. We'll get banned off of everything. The more I drink, and those of you that remember the old shows from 3 years ago, being part of this live stream, if you're hanging out, just fucking off, got nothing better to do but stare at the screen and wait for me to say smart ass shit,
You don't have to wait too long.
not have to wait too long, because I will step on my dick, put my foot in my mouth, all in the same motion. It's something to see. We get banned. We get suspended. You know, YouTube will kick us off. Facebook will kick us off. No more live streams for you. And they do that because we say stuff that they don't agree with, especially when the woke and BLM and Antifa stuff was out there and I'm running my mouth saying shit. Boy, they banned us quick. But I think the best way to describe it is we're, like Loud One was saying, we're kind of a bus. Just picture a big, long Partridge Family bus. You guys remember the Partridge Family bus? Good. Everybody kind of half naked, everybody drinking or smoking if you want to get high. And we are going through the mountains at like 70, 75 miles an hour. And sooner or later, we're going to get banned. We're going to fall off the cliff, get banned, get suspended, get done. We haven't before. It's just a matter of time. I mean, when you're driving a bus and everybody's high and drunk and everybody's running around naked, it's going to happen. And we're going to get banned. So that is the live stream you're on. That's the picture. Now, Loud One's, he's from Australia, so he's already barely Forrest Gump IQ. Barely. Maybe not from Australia. Maybe Australians are cool. We'll keep them around. Maybe Tasmania. He's from Tasmania. Good. Glad you're coming along with me on that one. And but I took the steering wheel out of the bus and said, "Don't drive the bus anymore, you drunk bastard." He's from Australia. Drives on the wrong side of the road. Can't read any stop signs. Prime candidate for getting kicked out of the country because you're going to take a diesel semi right off the road and kill some caribou in Canada. It's a true story. He's done it before. So I took the steering wheel off, and he did old school. You guys remember Gen X old school? Took a pair of vice grips. You take 2 pairs of vice grips, one on each side, and clamp them on the steering column, right in that shaft, and get going. The shaft of the Partridge bus. Don't get drunk or high and put 2 pairs of vice grips on your shaft. Don't do that. That's not the advice I was giving you. I said I took 2 pair of vice grips and put them on the shaft, the steering shaft of the bus. I didn't say Loud One put them on his shaft. I didn't tell you to put them on your shaft. In fact, just don't go in the garage anywhere near vice grips while you're drinking, drunk, high, smoking, stroking, joking, or toking, and you'll be fine. Gen X Mom, while I drink.
Oh, let's see what's going on over in the sheets here. Sean MacArthur says raising a glass to Danny H. over on Facebook.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that. In fact, who said that? Sean MacArthur?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, we got to find him and punt him. We got to put him in a timeout.
I think he went back over to Facebook.
God damn it. Sean MacArthur's fucking hiding over on Facebook where I can't get to him. Show yourself, man. Stick your head up over on YouTube. I'll put you in the fucking woodshed.
Dale Wine on Facebook says, we appreciate the sacrifices you make for us, General.
First of all, I love Dale Wine. I've never met him. I don't know if Dale is a chick or if Dale is a guy.
It's probably a guy.
But I love Dale Wine because that guy takes time. He goes over to Gen X Rewind, which none of you know what it is, and we keep that as our backup channel. Nobody's on it. Dale's there, and he fucking says stuff. I mean, I can't tell you the joy that brings to my heart when I see that. I love Dale a ton. Now, I want to tell you a story. True story. Or true, it's a story. I moved to Victorville, Apple Valley in... God, I guess it was 91 for a little bit. And now I have always been steeped in the traditions of our forefathers and people that came before. I know who John Wayne was. I've been to the Gene Autry Museum. I mean, know some stuff. And if these are names you don't know, you're on the wrong live stream. If these are names you don't know, leave. Go look it up and just fucking turn off your computer, go away, go Google it on your phone. You can come back later. But if these are names you're familiar with, you understand what I'm talking about, play along with me. Good. And I moved there, and I didn't know that Roy Rogers and Dale Evans lived. They had a big ranch in Victorville, Apple Valley, I think it was, but same area. And so I start working there. I'm working at a Mazda dealer that no longer exists. And I knew who Roy Rogers was. I'm not a fucking moron, you know, the sequenced shirts and shit. I know who Roy Rogers was. That's why it was totally cool with me in Die Hard when he wanted to be Roy Rogers. He wanted to be Roy. I got it. It hit home. I'm that guy. I'm with you. You, me, you. Got it? Good. And, but someone said, hey, you might even they come in here. They own a couple. We sold Mazdas, Subaru, Isuzu, and something else. And they came into the dealership. And he goes, but you might get to see Roy Rogers and Dale Evans. I knew who Roy Rogers was. So I said, I was 21 years old or 20 years old. I said, Roy Rogers and Dale Evans, who are those guys? Jesus H, tap dancing Christ. The old timers there just about kicked the shit out of me, literally. I didn't know Dale Evans was a chick. And I did see her on several occasions. She was later in life. It wasn't as popular, but everybody knew who she was. I just observed from a distance. Boy, she was mean. She was mean. I mean, madder than a hornet's nest in a rainstorm. She was mean. She was demanding. She was pushy. It was like, holy shit. I mean, just the ultimate Karen before there was a Karen. I don't know how Roy dealt with that, but, you know, raise a glass to Roy. Anyway, that's a true story. Never told anybody that story before. In fact, I've never even told that story to Gen X Mom until it was either yesterday or something. For the first time, I told her that story, and then right away, I wish I didn't. You know, there's two stories about those type of things that stick in my mind that my wife looks at me and you just know she's bringing your stature down a notch. She's bringing how she thinks about you down a notch. That was one the other day. I've been 20-some years of marriage. And then I said, who are those guys? And she looked at me like, you fucking idiot. Even at 20 years old, you should have known that. And you could just hear her in the little, the place I am in her importance, and like, ching, went down one notch. But here's the other one. This one happened about 25 years ago. We were driving and we went by, we turned that corner. I know where it was. We turned the corner, and there was a big old honky tonk in Bakersfield called the Crystal Palace. And I said, "Oh, check that out, Crystal Palace." And she says, "Yeah, that's where Buck Owens plays." And I didn't say anything. I knew who Buck Owens was, but I just didn't comment. I didn't reply. She looks at me at the car and she goes, "You know, hee-haw." Do you remember saying that? Do you remember when we had that?
Yes, I did.
You remember that, right?
Yes.
And I felt bad because I knew who it was, but because I didn't reply, you felt you needed to go a little further. You said, "Come on, man, you know, hee-haw." And again, she looks at me, ching, doesn't know what Buck Owens is. Fuck. And there's been a lot of those. You lower down there, don't know who Buck Owens is. Ching, went down again like that. Of course, now that I told those stories, Sun Valley Fox, my brother-in-law, Sun Valley Fox doing the same thing. He's going, "God damn it, you fucking moron. How did my sister marry you?" And he's my brother-in-law. He's older. The only good thing is that he's married to St. Donna. Now, St. Donna has the name St. Donna because she's practically perfect in every way, and the name Mary Poppins was already taken, so we couldn't use that. She'll straighten him out. She will not allow him to tease me about this shit. She'll look at him and say, "No, don't say a fucking word. Don't you dare say anything about that to him at all." That's because St. Donna loves me from here, from the heart. And Sun Valley Fox, my brother-in-law, who's supposed to be looking after me, he just uses those moments to knock my dick in the dirt and make fun of me. Luckily, I'm thick-skinned, and I get back up, brush it off, and go, "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" Yeah. What's that from? "Thank you, sir. May I have another?" Try that one on for size. All right. Gen X Mom, what do you got? You got to have something in the sheets by now.
Let me see.
Boom, 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 boom.
Loud one for $5 says, "Come on, brother. I'm permanently banned from Facebook. Why not join me?"
How did he get permanently banned from Facebook? That wasn't us. I didn't put him in that woodshed.
I don't know. Hobo Rob Prospecting is a member for 20 months on YouTube. Johnny O on Facebook says there should be at least one general Santa night.
You know, do you guys remember when we did the 12 Days of Christmas? We did that 2 years in a row where the last 12 days before Christmas, we did a show every night, and it was Santa themed. Sometimes it was Christmas music, sometimes it was Christmas movies. And again, we just couldn't get there from here with what we got going on. I think we need to bring back some of those traditions. Now, let's see. Christmas is on a Thursday, right?
That is correct.
So we'll probably do, Shiloh Ferguson is our off-the-record producer, which that's my favorite show to do, by the way.
We are busy Christmas Eve.
What are we doing?
We're going to my nephew's.
Why? We have a show to do. We got to go to your nephew's house?
It might be later. We have to be there at 4, so we may have to be later for the show.
Why do we got to go there at all? Oh, my God. All right, we'll go there. Wait. Is this
your favorite nephew?
My favorite nephew's going to be there?
Yes.
All right, fuck it, I'm going. I will come back and do off the record later. Shiloh Ferguson, please adjust your schedule so that we can do stuff later because I have to go hang out with my favorite nephew. For those of you who don't know who my favorite nephew is, it's important you just like his YouTube channel. He's got like 11 people liking it. Good moderators can put up that link right now, and everybody can go just subscribe to his YouTube. He's a kid. He's just figuring stuff out. He's not funny. He's not creative, but it would be cool to have a few followers. So, yeah, Janix Mom.
Brian from La Schwab gave you $10. He's second loud one. And Brent Went Fishing gave you $10 saying happy birthday, General.
Thank you. Getting a little pre-happy birthday stuff going on there. I'm a little upset today. I don't know if you could tell. I'm a little taken back.
Who pissed in your Cheerios today?
God. He started this morning and just kept going. I had a problem. Growing up, when your birthday is on December 25th, you get a bunch of asshole relatives that give you a present. It says, Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas on the same present. You guys could imagine how frustrating that would be as a kid. You're like, well, why do I get penalized? Everybody did it. Every relative, every extended relative, same thing. Oh, happy birthday, Merry Christmas. Oh, you cheap fucking bastard. I would suspect that that the Sun Valley Fox would be doing the same thing if he wasn't married to Saint Donna. I would expect him to say, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, and I get a handshake. About as much as I can expect. But today I opened a present from one of my daughters, who I cherish. She sent me a present today that said, hey, Dad, happy birthday, Merry Christmas, on one present. Now, my children know you don't fucking do that. My children know that is pain and anguish. That is bringing up, you know what? I can't even continue without a drink.
And she should know better.
Hold on, I'm getting to that. Don't jump my route. You're like a faster cornerback than my receiver, and you jump my fucking route. God damn.
Yeah, but at least I'll get to the end zone.
Stop talking right now. My wife just almost ruined the fucking story. Ladies and gentlemen, it's moments like this that I'm reminded of one of the greatest philosophers of the 20th century. Iceman from Bodfish, who looked at me across the crowded bar one evening and said the immortal words, chicks, man. Chicks. Could there be a better phrase when your wife fucks up the punchline? Chicks, man. Chicks. What are you going to do? Iceman from Bodfish. Don't ever forget his immortal words. But I have to drink before I finish the story. Jenix Mom, you can slide one thing in, and it's not my Johnson.
Wow. There's nothing in the sheets. Everybody's quietly listening to you.
Good, because I want to keep talking anyway.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
So my daughter sends me this present, and she knows better than to get me a present that says, Happy Birthday, Merry Christmas. But what's worse is my daughter is born like just 3 days apart from my birthday. She knows firsthand. She knows the pain of people sending her presents her whole life. Extended relatives. Did I do that? No. Wonderful father. Great father. Awesome dad. Just ask me. I'll be happy to tell you what a great dad I am. I can go on for some time about it if you need. But she sends me a present when she herself has been a victim of this very thing. Did it stop her? No. Did she think about it? Nay. Nay, I say. And all day long, my wife, did you text her? Did you tell her thank you? No, I didn't. That's rude. You should text her and let her know. Well, Not quite sure how to respond yet. But I have to say something snide. Got to say something snarky. Got to say something Gen X because she's a millennial. Got to say thank you, but at the same time say, what the fuck? There has to be a phrase that you can say thank you and what the fuck all in one sentence. I just don't know how to do it yet. But before long I will. Why? Because the truth is at the bottom of this glass. We are the bottom of the glass nation. The truth is at the bottom of the glass. I am the general. You are the extras. We'll get there together. And don't think we won't. I don't want to drink this. I'm only doing it for you. That's right. I care that much. Gen X Mom, got your hand in the air.
Dahlman Channel on YouTube wants to know, did you and the Sun Valley Fox get the winch done on the truck?
We did, which I can't tell you how many discussions I've had, in person and otherwise, where someone says, okay, well, I saw you were cutting it off there. You just ground off the old welds, but why'd you bolt it back on? Because Sun Valley Fox, my older, wiser brother-in-law, will not let me weld anything. Everything has to be bolted. Everything has to be drilled and machine threaded with screws. And you can argue back and forth forever. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know what he says? He waits for me to get to this. Sun Valley Fox is old, and he rambles, and he drools a little bit. But he pulls it all together and stares at you until you're done talking. And then he leans in after I've been saying welding, welding, welding. Why are we drilling? Why are we bolting? Why are we threading? Blah, 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 blah. Get to the end, he goes, we're making it serviceable. If you got to take it off again, you can. You don't have to cut the welds. We don't have to weld stuff. Sun Valley Fox looks at me and says, we don't live in the land of heathens. Not everybody's out to steal your shit. In fact, most of your shit isn't worth stealing. But you live where crackheads were, and they didn't know any better. But up here, someone might cut the weld off a Warren winch, but they're not going to cut the weld off of a Harbor Freight winch. You're fine. Let's make it serviceable so we don't have to go through this again. It was insulting, hurt my feelings, cried for an hour. But in the end, we drilled everything like we were supposed to, and we talked about having a Harbor Freight winch, good stuff there. The Harbor Freight quality has come up in the last 25 years since I was buying Harbor Freight, when all they had was Pittsburgh sockets, and to make a Pittsburgh socket work, it had to be 6 times as thick as a regular socket because they were using shitty metal. It's a true story. You can ask anybody my age who was looking around Harbor Freight back in the day, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. They come a long way with this stuff, and Sun Valley Fox it's a good winch because he's right. Sun Valley Fox is right. I'm only going to use it 4 or 5 times a year. I don't have to use a winch for stuff, but I got to have it when I have to have it. But that's it. He's like, well, this winch will work fine. Now, if I was doing off-roading, if I was going to if Sun Valley Fox was going to put one on the front of his god-awful, ugly beast of a truck, that 2002 Dodge tank, or his new, he bought a new truck just to piss me off. Do you guys know that? I buy like a 2023 truck. It's a GMC. It's the one I fucking want. It's 4-wheel drive. It's burgundy. It looks fucking great. And he goes and buys a bigger truck with a bigger engine and a bigger wheelbase and newer. And he doesn't even drive it. He parks it in the driveway so that every time I come over, he can go, that's what a real truck is. $85,000 he spends on a truck he doesn't drive just so he can make fun of me about my truck. Because my truck's less than his truck. He does it every time. Now, I'm not saying he's wrong. His truck's bigger and badder than mine, but he fucked up on one thing, as all old men do. Hold on, Houdini's drinking. I got a drink. Houdini, I love you, brother. Here we going. The color of the Sun Valley Fox's truck. Now, some of you have been there. If you guys were at the barbecue, the Gen X Talks barbecue last summer, everybody came to Minden, Nevada. We had a big fucking barbecue at the Sun Valley Fox's place. Great fucking barbecue. I mean, top notch. Everybody there, I love every person that came. Well, except for you. You, not so much, but everybody else. And they saw the color of his truck. Do you know what the color of his truck is? You guys ever seen a volcano explode when ash settles on the ground? And volcanic ash settles and then gets wet. That's what his is. His is wet ass volcanic ash That's the paint code. If you went down to Mako Paint and said, "Hey, I need to repaint my truck to match," they'd look it up at the paint code and go, "Oh, you have wet volcanic ash." Yeah, that's the paint code. That's the only thing you fucked up on is the color of wet volcanic ash. It's a horrible choice. Horrible choice. You gotta stand out. You gotta be vibrant. You know, I wanted a metallic Dodger blue truck. And my wife wanted an elegant burgundy red. So as a married couple, we compromised, and we got her color, the burgundy red. But anyway, it's just neither here nor there. The winch is a good winch. We did get it installed. We do have a cover for it. I got to go by and put a cover on it. Sun Valley Fox is housing the big badass trailer that's going to, it's kind of a fucked up mess right now, but it's going to get better. It was also holding for us Big Blue, if you guys know Big Blue's out back, and Old Hickory, the 47 Dodge, which we're going to get running. We're going to have a garage show where we start pull that in the garage and get stuff going on it. We got to pull the spark plugs out. We got to load up the cylinders with, what would you guys put in cylinders? If you had to break loose an engine, a 1947 Flathead 6 engine that had been sitting for 60 years, what would you pour in the cylinders to break loose the rust on those rings? Anybody?
Gotta wait.
You're looking for it right now. Bob McKinley, $1.99. Thank you for the like on that. Appreciate you, my guy.
John Morgan dropped $5. I always got the same thing with presents as my birthday is January 3rd.
Yeah.
Worst is school always came back from Christmas on my birthday.
Yeah, that's tough, man. John Morgan had that?
Yes.
I didn't know John Morgan's pain ran so deep, but it fucking does.
Houdini says diesel fuel and trans fluid mix.
Who said that?
Houdini.
I wouldn't use diesel. On that. The trans fluid, yes. Transmission fluid, I would use on that. Brent Went Fishing dropped in 5 memberships. Brent, who got your memberships? Looks like Swamp Cabbage. What a fucking dumb name. Wisenoak, he was a member. April Jones, Kevin 868640, and Sean Laugh Nan. The fucking guy, your name's on that.
Loud one, $5. Sheesh, unappreciative of a solid gift.
Who? What? What was that?
It's what Loud One said. Fill in the blank.
I don't know what the fuck he's talking about. Did I miss something he said?
I don't know.
God damn it. Loud one, what would you put? If you had, Loud One's been a race car guy for decades. What would you guys put in the cylinders to break it loose? I got one shot at not fucking up the rings on the pistons on this engine to make it run. I'm going to make this fucking thing run. I'm going to make this.
TJ Rent said blinker fluid?
Blinker fluid's at the top of my list.
Croil?
I'm just out of it. What's that?
Croil?
Never heard of Croil. So what I do is I mix my own concoction. That's my own stuff. That's not a porn
Johnny
phrase.
O says Diddy would use baby oil.
We're not using the Diddy oil method, man. We're going with the general here, man. Years of automotive experience and knowledge just flowing, overflowing, in fact. Overflowing. It would be WD-40 would be heavy on the WD-40, transmission fluid, and I think I would put a touch of seafoam in there. And for those of you who think that I'm making up the word seafoam, I'm not. That's a real fucking thing. If I mixed up a concoction of WD-40, automatic transmission fluid, and it's not just any fluid. You can't use Ford fluid. You can't use Dexron 3. Why Dexron 3? I know I'm giving away garage show, but high in detergent. Yeah, high in detergent. The WD is WD-40 water displacement. Did you guys know that's what that meant? Removes rust. Water displacement 40, WD-40. Dexron 3 is a high detergent transmission fluid. I would use that. And then I'd pour some seafoam in there. I'd let it sit for about a week, maybe longer, maybe 2 weeks. And then I would begin to crank the motor over, rock it back real slow. We're going to do that. We're going to get that 47 Dodge running. You know what you guys are going to wait to see? Gen X Mom is going to drive that down the street, and I'm going to film Gen X Mom because she can drive a stick. She was one of the only people that could identify all 7 pedals and buttons when I put that out for the members-only site. Gen X Mom with your hand in the air. Yes, dear.
Josh D is checking in on YouTube, said, I drank the rest of my bottle last night watching Kill Tony, so I just got back from the store so I could have a drink with y'all tonight.
There we go. That's my man. Was that Josh D?
Josh
D, not leaving me hanging. He went and got a fucking brand new bottle so he could drink tonight. That's dedication. I know some of you want to be in AA, but nobody likes a quitter. Josh D, my man. Let's go.
The Danny H is asking, would you still buy a Hercules miter saw? Vern's also checking in at 36 months on YouTube.
I don't care. Danny H. just stirring the fucking pot. You know, I put him in a timeout and he just kept talking. Is that because he's on staff? Is that because he's a blue fucking wrench that I can't put him in a timeout? Because that fucking sucks. That means I'd have to demonetize him and then put him in a fucking timeout, and he wouldn't give a shit. He loves the woodshed. Danny H should live in that fucking woodshed. He's got it. That was a woodshed was punishment like a stockade. You put people in a timeout on YouTube where and this is a true story, just so you guys know. When you get put in a timeout on YouTube, you can see everything, you can hear everything, but you can't comment. You post like you can comment, but nobody sees it. Those of you that have been banned from certain YouTube channels, you don't even know. Did you know that? You don't even know. You get banned, you can still see it, you can still comment, nobody can see it but you. But that's kind of like Danny's whole life. No one can see it but Danny, and there we are. Gen X Mom.
Jan Mott says, General.
Yeah.
It's not the size of the truck that matters, it's the person driving it. Did you just make your night?
I think she kind of did. I had one girl tell me, it's not the size of the pencil, it's how you write your name. Then Gen X Mom comes along and goes, yeah, it's the size of the pencil. Fuck them. And that just threw me into a kilt. I don't know what to do now. I'm lost. I just get all discombobulated. Also, okay, let's settle this argument right now. I want to vote on all the platforms, on Rumble, on X, on TikTok, on YouTube. I got to have something settled here. Gen X Mom in Bambi, is it Twitter pitted or Twitter pated?
Twitter pated.
Twitter pitted. I think pitted.
Not pitted. It's pated.
Twitter pitted.
Nope, Twitter pated.
Just got to let you guys know you can vote the general or you can vote Gen X Mom.
Twitter
You can vote
pated.
just write the general or write Gen X Mom on all the platforms. Moderators, please let me know. I'm so fucking sick of this argument. Is it Twitter pitted or Twitter pated? I've been both. I got to admit, I've been both. But I'm just saying, it's a fucking thing. I got to know right now. So you guys got to, I can't put up a poll everywhere. There's some way to put up a poll on Streamlabs that goes everywhere, but I don't know how to fucking do it. I'm not that good. So we'll just keep it simple. You guys can just tell me, Twitter pitted or Twitter pated. This is a very serious thing, and I need to know the very serious answer. I'm just letting you guys know.
Whatever. It's Twitter pated.
Okay, so that guy, Gregorio Heiss for Congress, he wanted me to pour Coca-Cola in the engine to break loose the rings. Now, Gregorio Heiss for Congress, I still want to interview you, but whatever office you're running for, Democrat or Republican, you don't run. Put your shit away. Pack your shit up. Gregorio for Congress. Man, we were getting close. I was having a friendship with you. Gregorio for Congress. And he says I'm supposed to pour Coca-Cola in my engine to remove the rust. Gregorio, just so you know, man, no one should vote for you based on that.
Wow.
Based on Coca-Cola in a 47 Dodge engine. In fact, if you ever get to Congress, if you ever get to the House of Representatives, I will show up. And whatever bill you're presenting, even if it's co-sponsored, I will stand in the audience and go, no, my man thinks Coca-Cola and 47 Dodge flathead engines go together. I love you, but we can't do that. We have to rise up against Gregorio for Congress because you can't do Coca-Cola, my man. What are you thinking? I'm trying to be in love with you here, but you ain't making it easy. Gen X Mom, yes.
Rumble says Twitter pated with Gen X Mom.
Okay, so Rumble, which is just stupid, nobody gives a shit. Rumble's out. Yeah, Gen X Mom.
Facebook, 100% Gen X Mom for the win. Twitter pated.
Okay.
TikTok.
All right,
Twitter,
hold on.
Pated.
Facebook is a bunch of fucking idiots. All you guys, fuck off. What? Now what's next?
TikTok.
Yeah.
Twitter pated.
No, TikTok are my guys. Where's my friends out there? Twitter pitted. It's what he says.
No, it's not.
He says in the movie in Bambi, he says Twitter pitted.
Everybody flood his email with the video. Jennifer has a question for you.
Jennifer.
On YouTube. General, without checking your oil, how would you know it's low?
On older vehicles, noise. Your lifters begin to rattle. You're sitting at a stoplight and they begin to clack a little bit. Clack, 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 clack. Fast. If it's a low noise, bump, 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 bump. Slow noise, bump, 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 bump. That's a rod. That's bad. No, 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 no. But your lifters will starve for oil at low RPM if you're low on oil. Or the other way would be if you're driving down the road and your oil pressure gauge, you have a real oil pressure gauge, and it goes way up when you're revving your engine and way down when you're not. Sometimes that means oil pressure will move with RPM. We all know that. But gauges don't move a tremendous amount. They don't go from 10 pounds to 80 pounds. They don't go from 10 pounds to 60 pounds unless they're low on oil and the RPM sucking it up. But if you're low on oil and you haven't checked it, the thing, you'll hear a rattle. You hear a rattle and you're close to having a big fucking problem. It's better just to change your oil on time. You know, I was at the dealership today. I went down to, what is it called? I'm going to fuck it up the name. Michael Hull. Not Michael Cole. It's Michael Hull. They're in Carson City. They got some fucking great guys working there. Mauricio, Brad I met today. They got some great technicians. But we had a little bit of a discussion about that out in the I had to tell you something that happened to me today. You're not going to believe this. I'm sitting out there at the dealership. I took my vehicle in. Yes, I paid dealership prices on some things. I'm still under warranty. And so I tell these guys, look, help me out with the warranty. Don't fucking dick me on this shit. I'm coming to you guys for stuff that I don't normally have to come to you for. I'm letting you fill the gearboxes. I'm doing that. I'm paying that stuff. So, you know, come on, be with me. And they do. They love me down there. We have a great time. We took a bunch of pictures today. We got into a discussion out there about oil changes. Can oil changes go 7,000 miles? Well, I guess, but how do you keep the dirt out of it? If you get dirt in there, would you change it sooner? Yes, I would change it sooner. So you're just saying, in a perfectly sealed system of your car, if everything's perfect and you don't have to come back for 7,000 miles because the new synthetic oils, they can go 7,000 miles. They can't keep, synthetic oil doesn't keep dirt out. It doesn't keep grime out. It doesn't keep gasoline out from blowing by your pistons. You still get that contamination in there. Change your fucking oil early. Regular oil is 3,000. Synthetic, go to 5 and nowhere past 5. And I mean nowhere past 5. Just trust me on this. Everything else is bullshit. I got an argument with the guys that know, okay, so you get contaminants in there. You get dirt in there. You can't keep the dirt out, so fuck off. You can't keep the gasoline out, so fuck off. They're like, well, isn't really, I guess you're right on that. Yeah, I'm right. Quit fucking telling everybody the wrong stuff. But here's the funny part. I'm going to drink again. Raise a glass with me, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls gathered around from all ages, and drink with me. And Gen X Mom's going to say one quick thing because she'll fuck up my story. Go ahead.
Gregorio, for $1.99, says, I am back. Gen X, will you take a shot with me?
I just did, Gregorio. Just take a fucking shot right now. All right, listen up. So I'm at the dealership, hanging out. This guy, I'm not shitting you. This is going to come out on the podcast too. But I'll tell you guys because you're here. I'm not kidding. This guy runs up to me with his phone and puts it in my face. And he says, hey, Gen X Dad, look at this picture. And on his phone is a picture of a girl taking a selfie. And she's in her car, clearly. And in her selfie, behind her is a cop pulling her over. He goes, that's a picture of my wife. My wife took a picture of herself when this cop pulled her over. Well, I said, okay, cool, man. He goes, that's just like you. Remember when you got pulled over by the cop and you took that picture? My wife took the same picture. Only it wasn't in the same place. Well, that was cool. It wasn't where you did it, but it was where she did it. But he came up and he showed me a picture of his wife getting her selfie, getting pulled over because you can see the cop, the flashing lights behind her. And he remembered that I had gotten pulled over and I took a picture of the cop coming up behind me. And he comes up, first thing he says, hey man, Gen X Dad, look at this right here. Check this picture out. There's my wife. Same picture as you, man. This fucking coolest thing ever. I wish I knew the guy's name. I can't remember his name. But he's a cool cat. And he was out there at Michael Cole. I think he works in the RV department there. I think he works for the Michael Hull RV stuff. anyway, we did a good job, Mauricio, out there, and Brad took care of me on that. It's kind of fucked up. I'll tell you the story on the podcast. But we got some stuff done, got some stuff handled. I can't abide doing the breaks there though. I want to support the community, but they want $1,100 an axle, $1,100 for fronts, $1,100 for rears. I was telling my wife the story, and she kind of tuned out. I was telling her the story about the stuff. She tuned out. And I was like, what the fuck, man? In the middle of my story, I went like 10 more minutes with my story. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And she's laser focused. Gen X mom, your queen, laser focused on me. And she's like, tell me you didn't spend $2,200 on brakes. I'm like, no, I'm not a fucking moron. No, I didn't do that. And she goes, yeah, you could be that dumb. I have to ask that question. You're that dumb. That's a possibility. And I'm like, all right, calm down. Calm your tits. Relax. So anyway, that was more on that. If you guys want to hear that, Thursday, kgxtradio.com. We do the broadcast live, kgxtradio.com. It's all free, which means I'm paying for it. But kgxtradio.com for Gen Xers is something cool to do, but you guys should check that out.
Roy Reeves over on TikTok said, I had a 50 Dodge once upon a time. Took me 6 months to get it running.
Who said that? Roy Reeves?
Yes.
Roy Reeves on TikTok. Not going to take me that long.
YouTube,
I'm going to do it fast.
TS Jedi, 36 months. Have you ever tried Tayback cigars?
I have not. I think I've heard the name, but I have not tried that.
Loud One for $5 says, I'd use Seafoam, Transfluid, Dextron 3, and maybe WD-40 at first before the mix.
That's right. Loud One's exactly right. That's what you would do. That is the whole picture. But you would use WD-40 before. You'd load that cylinder up with WD-40, probably, I say load it up, probably just enough. Take a camera inside there, which we're going to do for you guys. We're going to do that. Take a camera inside there and get just enough to cover the head of the piston on each one and let it sit WD-40 first. Then, yes, Loud One's 100% right. Then you put in the mix of Dextron 3 and the Seafoam. That's the way you do it.
Kel Riken says 100% mom Twitter pated.
Okay.
Oh, no, I'm sorry. Wrong thing. Kel Riken's 31 months on YouTube, and then YouTube is 100% Twitter pated.
Okay, well, YouTube is a fucking bunch of morons.
Then every platform is.
At YouTube, there's something wrong with you.
Nope, they're all on my side.
YouTube's got problems. YouTube's got a bunch of issues on there.
I don't think so.
Twitter pitted. There's even a video, a members-only video. I'm going to have to post it again. You guys, there is so much members-only content coming out in the next 3 days.
Good God.
I mean, a shit ton of members-only content coming out in the next few days. You guys need to drag yourself. The General's Lunchbox on Facebook. That's a Facebook page. Go to the General's Lunchbox. Join that. You're going to see some shit. Patreon. Gen X Talks Patreon. Google that shit. And YouTube. There's members on YouTube. If Spot and Sock was right now, there'd be like 15 people with new memberships. Brent went fishing. 15 people with new memberships. I don't know. I didn't announce it, so they didn't know. Nobody told them. But the big thing is, if you guys want to know anything we're doing, it's on Patreon. Not only can you scroll back and see some cool behind-the-scenes shit on Patreon, but everything we're about to do, 30 minutes before we do it, we send out smoke signals. You know, you smoke in the campfire. Indians used to do that. And they put the smoke signal down, you let the blanket up, and poof, 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 3 at a time, 1 at a time. Indian smoke signals. We do that on, Tatanka, Buffalo, as the sun sets. We used to do that on Patreon. We still do, so that you guys know what's going on. Why? Because YouTube doesn't always notify you. Facebook doesn't always tell you. X, Rumble. They don't always tell you guys when we're going live. I can't tell you the number of comments we get back saying, they never told me you guys were going live, or I so would have been there. Yeah, because they don't. They pull back our type of channels. But if you're on Patreon, they can't stop you. And you get all the really cool shit. It's a good way to support the channel. It's a good way to support the brand. It's a lot of fun. And you guys get all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Members-only sections get behind-the-scenes stuff. That's what's coming, just so you know. Yeah.
Gregorio sent you $1.99, said, just messing with you.
I know he's messing with me, but he said, I no longer can endorse you, Mr. Diesel Fuel. Change your name to Mr. Diesel Fuel. Can't endorse you. I don't know what your politics are. Don't matter. I don't know which side you're on, left or right. Don't matter. Red or blue. Don't matter. You just told me to pour diesel fuel in my 47 Dodge. Mr. Wannabe Congressman. What's his name again? Gregorio. There's something else. It was Gregorio something. What did he say?
Gregorio for Heise for Congress.
Heise?
H-E-I-S-E.
H-E. Gregorio Heise for Congress. I would love to endorse you. I'd love to have an interview, but I don't even know if we can be friends right now. I'm just not sure. I mean, I was starting to like you, but like you told me to pour diesel fuel. I'm not sure, my man. We'll have to talk later. Gen X Mom with her finger in the air.
Donnie over on Facebook says, wow, General, looking good. Have not seen y'all in a while. Been watching Town Board of Directors lie to us. Great to see y'all again.
Far out, my man.
A Spinks over on TikTok says, oh, I don't know if he's messing with you or not. What valves do you use in a 302 board 80 over?
202s. How is that for an answer? What was his question?
You answered it.
You don't know.
What valves do you use in a 302 board 80 over?
202 camelback head with camelback heads on camelback heads. Was that the right answer?
I don't know.
My man, I wasn't asking you. I'm asking him. Don't just because I'm kind of looking at you doesn't mean I'm looking at you. Okay.
I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
I'm not talking. I'm agreeing with you. When I say I'm with you, I mean I'm agreeing with you. I don't mean I'm standing there with you. I mean I'm agreeing with you. I'm with you. That's what I'm saying. All right. What else you got? Yeah, I just saw a drink. Everybody on YouTube just put up a bunch of circling the wagons. And yeah, I took my last drink. I don't know how many shots I'm in. 15, 18. I'm a big fat white guy. I can take a lot. Let's go.
TJ Wrench over on Rumble says some cars and trucks have lights for low oil. He's checking in with that.
That's true. Did you know that you know what I can't do? Gen X Mom, you need to go in the fucking woodshed. I swear to God, if your name comes up here on YouTube, you're going in the woodshed.
It'll never be up there.
You know why?
Why am I going in the woodshed?
Guess what I checked right before we got on?
I don't know.
The website. And your coffee things are back up to like half coffee pictures and half regular pictures.
I fixed them all today.
I don't care. I don't care. I got. You're flipping me off. You're flipping me off in the studio.
My nose.
You're flipping me off, and no one can see you in the studio. You guys, I can't tell you that there are some coffees that are for sale. We taste tested these coffees. We made sure that they were the perfect blends of good shit. This isn't, sell our coffees and we'll pay you 50 cents. No. This is Glory Cloud Coffee, downtown Reno. The whole fucking town runs on these coffees. And the pictures and the stuff is all fucked up. But if you go to the website if you go to the merchandise site, it's the first thing that comes up. Forget I'm telling you, just buy them what they are. They're fucking great. And they give us a couple bucks. They're really good about it. They don't give us 50 cents. These guys, Scott and Darlet, we interviewed them. They did a great job with this. They really are. They want to do stuff with us. This is something we're going to be doing long term. It's that good. But if you want some delicious coffee, just ask Mike Perkins. You ask Big Mike Perkins how good this is. I'm hoping I can get an endorsement from Danny H's wife. If Sahara says it's good enough to put on her truck, because all her stuff, Sahara just has this truck of sinfully delicious stuff. If she says one of the coffees, maybe she doesn't like medium roast or dark roast, I don't know. But if she puts it on her truck, that's going to be the biggest endorsement. You guys got to go. Some good moderators can put up the links for you guys. Even if it's got a picture of coffee beans, it doesn't have the right picture. There's only 3 up there. They're fucking delicious. They are so good. Good moderators on all the platforms. Put them up there. Try it once. Try one and tell me you don't like it.
And the kid has a hot chocolate.
Kid has a hot chocolate up there. And it's really good hot chocolate. It's not like Swiss Miss that he bought from a... No. These guys make their shit. They make it all there in-house. I'm telling you, when I went in there and talked to these guys, I couldn't fucking believe it. And they're like, well, we could partner with you and sell some stuff. I'm like, all right, well, it's cool. And we'll do some stuff because it was very good. But then he says, I'll give you a couple bucks, man. I'm going to make it worth your while. Tell me you don't like this. Pick the light roast. Go find my wife's perky cups. Go grab my wife's perky cups. Put your mouth around my wife's perky cups.
Whoa, watch
and
it.
tell me you don't like them. Try it. I'm telling you. I know there's pictures of beans because they fucked up the pictures.
It's all fixed.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Go there and try it. Put up the link. Somebody put up the link right now. Danny H is the king of links. Trippy Pineapple used to be the king of links. Danny H, the fucking king of links. Put them up there on the sites. All the moderators can put them up. Just buy one. Buy the light roast one. Buy Gen X Mom's Perky Cups. Try it. Tell me that you don't like it. I mean, you guys know it's not Starbucks. It's not where you got to try 7,000 flavors. No. These guys fucking do it themselves personally here in downtown Reno. They don't fuck around. Scott and Darla get it right every time. I'm just telling you, just give it a shot. And now, if you want to buy my stuff's cool. If you want to buy the Sun Valley Fox's, his shit Sun Valley Fox's coffee will light your ass on fire. Sun Valley Fox's coffee, you take a shot, you're like, holy fucking shit, I'm ready to go. Employers around the country should serve Sun Valley Fox coffee to their employees to get them to be more productive. Yes. That's what I'm telling you about the Sun Valley Fox's choice of coffee. Put up the link, go check it out. I'm telling you, if you guys put up the link on there, it's good shit. I promise you, we tasted every one of these. We picked the 3 flavors that were really fucking good. We didn't just like, oh yeah, we'll sign on to your shit and promote you. No. You got to believe me. You know me. I would tell everyone to fuck off. If all Scott's coffees were bad, I'd go fuck yourself. I'm not doing this. You guys know me. You know I would do that. I'm telling you, if all the moderators on all the platforms put up your stuff, if it's over on Rumble, it's over on TikTok, fucking just try one bag. Tell me I'm wrong. One bag of how fresh this stuff is and how delicious it is. Tell me I'm fucking wrong. Write me an email. Tell me, yeah, you fucked up. Tell me that. I'll hook you up. Tell me that. You won't? Because this shit is really good. We don't put shit out there that's fucked up. I'm just letting you guys know. It's a lot of fun to do it. All right. I'm feeling less inebriated. I got to do a little more bottom of the glass nation stuff here. We are the bottom of the glass nation. We drink until we get to the truth. The truth is at the bottom of the glass. And I don't like this. I don't like whiskey.
Lie.
I hate whiskey.
Lie.
I've never drank whiskey before tonight.
Lie.
But I'm going to drink this for you. Only for you. Don't ever forget that. Raise a glass with me right now. If you want to drink and hang along, do it. And I think the more you drink and the more you get high, you drink if you guys like 420, get high and do stuff. I think that's good. I think that's good because then you can go buy more coffee. And when it says, do you want to buy 10 bags of it? You say yes instead of 1 because you didn't notice the extra 0. I'm okay with that too. That helps the channel. It helps a small business in Reno. A couple of guys that are doing a real fucking great job, and we appreciate you guys. Let's drink right now. I'm not drinking until someone circles the wagons. Brent went fishing, got a little thumbs up there. Brent went fishing. Buy fucking coffee, Brent. You guys, for those of you that are members on here, you guys been around a long time, buy 1 fucking bag. I'm not kidding. You guys are going to go, holy shit, he wasn't joking. I'm not. All right. Brent went fishing, waiting for somebody. Houdini. Oh, Houdini did it. Look at that. Houdini, my fucking man. Houdini has sat at the California studios. I'll tell you that story in a minute. Houdini, my man, your story's coming right now. Gen X Mom.
Let me see what's over there in the sheets. Brent went fishing, just gave 5 Gen X Talks memberships on YouTube tonight.
My man.
The link for the coffee I just put in the sheets. They're on the bottom for moderators, so you can start dropping that. TikTok. I'm glad Pops got popular. We need more of him. TikTok. Jeep Life 50 sent 1 journal. Whatever
right
that
on.
is. Thank you so much for that.
My man.
All right, that's it for right now.
So Houdini, we had a big barbecue at our house at the studios in Southern California area. And we had a studio that could hold like 9 people. And Houdini, before I was getting set up, I got to my chair, got my stuff. Houdini comes into the studio and he's like, "Hey man, can I sit down?" I said, "Yeah, sit right there," because I picked a chair that like no one ever sits in. Microphones and cameras all over. We packed that fucking studio out. We had Scott Robinson in there. We had Low Torque in there. Trippy Pineapple was in there. We fucking locked up that studio for 3 hours doing some fucking outrageous shit. And Houdini got there because he was the first to come in and go, "May I sit here, please?" He got to see the whole fucking thing. We moved. We're not even in that studio anymore. We're not going to have a studio like that again until we get to Dayton, until the house is built in Dayton. So we're a couple years out on that. But I'm telling you, Houdini was the fucking man. And if we get the house built, the studio built, and everything's good to go, I hope and pray Houdini is the first guy who comes and sits and takes up that table. Because Houdini, you saw the studio. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm out in the middle of nowhere, so I can have windows now. I don't worry about sound. I'm going to do the whole thing again with windows and shit. Same type of table. I'm going to see if I can't hire Loud One, fly him out again. Not Loud One. Who the fuck built the studio?
Lionheart.
Lionheart. I'm going to see if I can get Lionheart to come out. If not, we'll get somebody else. But Lionheart to come out, build the studio again from top to bottom. And then Houdini, you got it. You got to take your place, man, for the first big show. That's going to be fucking awesome. That'll be great. There was something I was going to tell you, and then I was drinking, and I can't think of what it was. It was something important, and then I drank, and I can't think of it. Whoa. Vern Ulrich says no. 302 is a Ford. Vern Ulrich said 302 is a Ford. Hey, Vern, 302 engine is a Ford. 302 valves are an old Chevy valve. Camelback heads, I know they're not as badass as the stuff you can buy today, but for nostalgia, I've got 3 sets of Camelback heads. 2 of them have 302 valves. So Vern, 302 valves. If you go a little deeper than the engine, Vern, don't make me make a fool out of you, Vern. Don't make me punch out your name, Vern. Don't make me say your name too many times, Vern. I'm not wrong on that shit. Classic nostalgia guys. Even the Sun Valley Fox would back me up and go, shit, Camelback heads for Chevy, 302 valves, that's the shit. Even back in the day, Sun Valley Fox would say, that's the shit. But I know it's not the best, not the fastest, not the greatest for flow, but for nostalgia, can you find something more rare, more popular back in the day than Camelback hump heads, as they said? Vern, I love you, buddy. We've been doing this a long time, baby. But come on now. Get with me. Don't tell me no. Don't you ever tell me no. I don't like to be told no. I got to tell you guys right now, I've been drinking so much before the show, so much during the show, that when I whip my head over, it takes me a minute to lock in on shit. Go ahead, Gen X Mom.
John Morgan for $2 says the oil light gets brighter the lower the oil.
Do you know why those are called idiot lights? You have an idiot light when your coolant has a problem. You have an idiot light when your oil has a problem. Don't wait that long because you're a fucking idiot. Don't ever rely on idiot lights. Even in today's modern GM engines, when they have a sensor built in for how low your oil is, it's too fucking low. When General Motors has a light that comes on and goes, you have oil, your oil level is low, please check your engine. You have to add 2.5 fucking quarts. It's too low. It's an idiot light for one reason. You're a fucking idiot. Don't do it. No. Don't do that. Get your shit together, man. Get out there. Be the man in the relationship. Check your oil. Check your shit, man. Get your shit together. Sun Valley Fox approves this message. All right. John Morgan over on YouTube for $2 says the oil light gets brighter the oil. That's the one you just said.
Come on, man.
Wow.
No more for you.
Wow, you can't stop me because this was half full when we started. All right, so you guys know. Listen, Please, everybody buy one bag of coffee just to see. If you don't like it, fair. But I'm
going
telling
back
you,
to that already?
you're going to fucking like it. Well, because Danny H put up some stuff over there. He put up the Shopify thing. Danny H put it up there. Because you know what? On YouTube, Danny H is the fucking man. Did Rumble get a bunch of those?
Yes, they did.
No, not at all. Who's our moderator on Rumble?
Dragon Slayer Jade.
Dragon Slayer Jade.
And Rumble froze.
What?
She's reporting it froze. Facebook froze. And TikTok just shut down.
Are you fucking kidding me?
What'd you just say?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say any bad words or nothing.
Well, YouTube's up. You can stay with your YouTube family.
Stay with my YouTube family on that. Listen, for you guys on YouTube, see how we get banned? I say shit and we get banned. I told you. We'll get an email from these places going, you said stuff you wasn't supposed to say. Democrats and liberals reported you. You're not. Antifa reported you. Black Lives Matter reported you. Listen, if you guys, seriously, I'm telling you guys, you're the last ones on YouTube. I'll tell you right now. You guys want to support a channel that goes against the grain? You want to support a channel that doesn't go with the fucking ideology of all the shit we've gone through in the last few years? You guys want to support